make a confession. See, failure isn't what defines me. Although it may seem likely, and if you know me, you know I've been through plenty of failures. The other day, I lost State Cup. My near winning 2-0. They came back for a 3-0 lead. Or a 3-2 lead, sorry. But the point I'm trying to make is that the failure is what the society defines you as, but not what you define yourself as. See, a couple weeks ago, I finished 9th grade. I had a 3.92 GPA, and I was really happy until I saw my brother's report card, a 4.1. See, for me, people would think that's a failure, but I saw the failure as growth and my potential to become from here to here. So, an example I want to use is how Michael Jordan, he has 6 championships, but he's in the final 9 times. And those other 3 times, he didn't win the finals or a championship. You think people would describe that as a failure? No. They'll use it as steps to success. Use failure as your fuel and not what defines you. What happens when it defines you, you take a step down. You lose confidence, and you ultimately become emotionless. You just lose sight in society, and that's not what happens. That's not what that's not what should happen, and that's not what you want to happen. Because as a goalie, I'm 15 years old, I've missed the game-winning shot. I've let the ball slip through my hands in the final minute, and I haven't seen what happens. And as a 3-score athlete, this happens to me every single sport. So it's the part. I get it. It's hard. You have parents who expect a lot from you. You have teachers who expect a lot from you. But you have to persevere through that. Use that in the building block from a set from here to here. What will that do for you? Right? It'll make you become a bigger person. Maturity. That's the key thing. Maturity is when you go and take a big step and evolve into a bigger person than you've been. What I don't understand though is how others treat you as a failure. If someone does better than you in something, for example, I'm in the National Academy League of Soccer, and there's something called the MLS Next, which is a step above. See, if people treat that as a failure, that you're in a lower league, what people going to think of that, right? It's a step down and it's a decline in confidence. That's not the right way and set of mind. Use a failure as fuel. Push through that. Make that want you to go to MLS Next. Make you want to be in that league and make you want to beat that same team. In basketball is not my first sport, but it surely is one of my favorites to play and watch. In basketball, we played our rival school in the final ever game of our coach who's retiring, the final ever game of a couple seniors, and I choked the pass. I missed it. There's 20 seconds left. It was a tie game. I made the turnover. I passed it to the other team. It scored a layup. Booey, game over. I completely threw that game, and I thought at that moment, that was it. No more basketball for me. I'm done. However, after that, the exact same senior that was on the team who was graduating, he told me, don't worry about it. You know why? Because in that moment, we had such a big crowd, such a big fan base. His adrenaline was pushing through. He was happy. He was happy to be there. He told me, don't be sad that it's over. Be happy that it happened, which is a quote that stuck with me. And that is probably the biggest reason why I decided to become a motivational speaker. One of the biggest reasons why I decided this is what I want to do. And the 3 rules I have for failure. 1, own it. If you make a mistake, move on. Forget about it. Maybe think back about it, but use that as a building block. Learn from it. 2, how can I improve? Question yourself, how can I improve? In a soccer league, if you make a mistake, rewind your click, practice it. Go to your coach, say, hey, what can I do better? And the next game, boom, hopefully it will become better. If not, keep doing it over and over and over. You'll do it. See, Kobe Bryant, people know him as the Black Mamba. Kobe Bryant, he said, people will define you, but that's how society defines you as well. but how you define yourself is what sets above from you and others. And my final rule is expand. Go from there, go higher and higher and higher. Go to the highest you can get. And at night, look at yourself in the mirror and say, what did I do today that made myself better? During the day, when you're taking a test, when you're in practice, when you're maybe looking somewhere else, maybe see what made me better. What can I do to make myself better? If I didn't make myself better, how is that benefiting me? Right? And that's where I want to leave you guys off with today. How can you make yourself better? What can you do that will make yourself go from here to here? That is the biggest point I want to stress. That is the biggest moment that you should say. That is the biggest leap. And I know it's hard. As a teenager, I get it's hard. You have societal expectations. You have many people holding you back. But it will become easier as you go. The years will go on. The improvement. You will go for competitors in any sports, maybe in school, will just take a step higher. I promise you that. So what I want to leave you off today with is a quote from Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela once said, "Don't judge me based on my success. Judge me based on the times I fell down and stepped back up." Thank you.